Okay. Alright. Alright. I want to talk about it while it's still fresh in my head. First of all, welcome back. This is a bit of a different video. This isn't a review. It's more or less a I want to talk about it before I forget about it sort of thing. First thing I saw when I woke up this morning was a new trailer for the Avengers Doomsday movie. Yeah, it looked really cool. But it's been a while since I've really given a shit about the Marvel universe, let alone any of the Marvel movies that have come out. I think since since Infinity War, I feel they've kind of dropped off, especially in quality. Again, it could also come down to a bunch of things. Come down to like COVID could be one of them. The fact that no one was able to go to cinemas during that time, so I know some movies got pushed back because of it. I think the overuse of streaming platforms, mainly Disney Plus, with the amount of stuff that we got, the things that we probably would have liked to have seen as a movie got made into a TV show. Some worked, some didn't. That's a different video, a different topic for another day. I want to talk about this trailer that I saw this morning when I woke up at 5:30 this morning. So some of the things to talk about in this trailer, a lot of X-Men stuff. We get a first look at Scott, Mystique. We've seen Charles and Magneto in the teaser trailers, but we get a bigger look into their characters, what they look like, and just how accurate they are, like how true they're staying to the comics, to the animated, like the animation series and all that kind of stuff. We get our first look at this Marvel's universe of Mystique, which I'm here for. I think Mystique looks unreal. We get to see Gambit, Channing Tatum's Gambit. He makes a reoccurrence. I knew that he was going to be part of things going forward after Deadpool and Wolverine. I've never really been a huge Gambit fan. The first time I ever realized who Gambit was X-Men Origins, which I know a lot of people don't like, but that was the first time I ever got introduced to the character. So I don't know, showing my age. We see Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is back. We see in the trailer those two are fighting each other. A lot of it is taking place I think it's taking place in the Sanctum Sanctorum. And then also Thor is narrating the whole thing. He's giving everybody this big pep talk, this big speech, and just, basically telling them how fucked they are. We do get our first look at Robert Downey Jr.'s... Oh, spoiler, if you didn't know. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. This is the first real look we get of Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. Honestly, didn't disappoint. I thought it was very anime how they did it, or how they did him. Especially with the shot of Thor coming down with Stormbreaker and Doom just stopping it with two fingers. It's very, very anime. But it felt very Dragon Ball Z. I'm okay with it being like that. I'm okay with it if it wants to go that more anime route. Because at the end of the day, it's a superhero movie. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fantastical. We're not supposed to take it too seriously. Fantastic Four makes an appearance. We get so many new characters and old characters brought in for this Avengers ensemble. And look, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not a little bit pumped to see it. It does look really fun, and I'm probably going to I'm not gonna go to the midnight release. I'll probably just go on the weekend and see it. I'm here for it. I think it does look really cool. One last thing I will say, which everybody kind of called, and I knew they weren't going to stick to their guns on it, was Captain America, Steve Rogers, Chris. No, not Hemsworth. He's Thor. What's his name? Chris. No, that's Star Lord. I actually can't remember his name. Captain America. Evans. Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans returns. Takes Mjolnir, takes the hammer off Thor to prove that it is really him. And yeah, look again. You know, it's the comic book, the movie nerd in me. You know, I can sit here and say like, oh, I don't really care, but you know, I see him for the first time in like what 3 years. I'm like, oh, my guy, hell yeah, welcome back, dude. Nice beard. I think that's everything. I might have missed a lot. I might have missed some stuff. I probably missed a bunch, but I wanted to talk about this while it was still fresh in my head. And also, I've been thinking about it all day, and I've watched the trailer a few times. I actually saw the count on the trailer at the moment. As of today, as it got released, it was like already up to 35 million views, which is, I mean, just going to show that, you know, there is still people out there who want to see a good Marvel movie, who want to see good Marvel content, you know, and I'm hoping that we get it with this movie. I'm hoping we get a good story told through these characters that we originally got with like the first 10 to 12 movies that we got in the Marvel universe. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. If you've watched the trailer, what did you think? Write down below if you liked it, if you didn't. Till next time, I will be back with another review at some point. I'm going to try and go see Odyssey, but it is incredibly hard to get it. Like, it is so booked out at the moment. It is incredible. All right. Peace.